Hello, welcome everyone to another episode of Bon Manger with Chef Maya Alice. And here's our beautiful chef this evening. How you doing, Mom?
Hey, you always make me laugh. When you say chef.
Chef Maya Alice. I gotta remind people you're an actual real chef. You're not just doing some cooking show, you know.
Come on. But anyway, I'm glad to be back.
Yes.
And today we're gonna show you how to make a boneless turkey for your family.
Wait a minute. Wait. What'd you say? A boneless turkey.
Turkey.
Okay.
You're gonna take out all the bones, and when it gets to the dinner table, you'll be able to slice it as if you were slicing a cake.
Wow, crazy. So yeah, I remember I have to testify that my mom has been making these boneless turkeys, and they're like the most delicious turkeys.
Of
'Cause it's so
course.
moist, right? Yeah, I guess
Yes.
imagine there's no bones. You
No
know, it's like it's
bones.
crazy.
You can open it up, season all the inside, make sure it has good flavor,
Yes.
and share it with your family.
All right, well, let's get with it. Let's do it.
Yeah. So the first thing I would like to show you are my tools over here.
Okay.
So we're gonna need a chef's knife,
Mhm.
and we're gonna need a paring knife. I would have rather have a boning knife, but my boning knife broke. So
Okay.
this is good enough, and it has to be really sharp.
Okay.
And then we have a pair of scissors, and then our needles, because we're gonna have to put our turkey back together.
Oh, okay, cool.
Okay.
Nice.
And here's our bird.
Oh yeah, nice.
Yep. Over here we have a 15 to 16 pound bird, turkey, and we have some lemons that we're gonna use to clean it, and we're gonna put the bones in there to make some yummy soup later on.
Awesome. Yeah, we don't waste much on this show, right?
We're not gonna eat this, so I take it out.
Okay.
It's the temperature.
Okay, right.
So the way we do this is, of course, we're gonna take the neck out, and okay, I think that's about all that's in there. I'm using my kitchen counter. Be sure that it will be cleaned and sanitized afterwards.
Yeah, I'm not worried about that at all.
So what we do is, the first thing we're gonna do is cut the arms off.
Okay.
So we're gonna cut off this portion.
Okay, so not the whole arm, sort of like at the elbow area.
At the elbow, yeah. Because we're gonna this comes up, goes in there.
That's gonna go into soup.
Right. And it's gonna be an amazing soup.
Oh yeah. Oh, I know that soup that we always have after a big turkey dinner.
Right, so you just find the joint, the corner where it separates, and then you just cut it off.
Okay.
And then the next thing to do is turn it around, because we're gonna cut it straight down the back.
All right.
The most important thing is not to damage the skin as you scrape the meat off the bone. So you make a nice cut. It's like we're in the operating room.
Yeah, this is sort of like surgery, isn't it?
I'm not wearing gloves because I want to have a good grip on it. So basically what you do is, there is something else in there.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah. And I think that's it. Okay. That's just the giblet.
Yeah, because it's.
And so what you really want to do is just...
Oh, so you're like separating the skin from the...
You're separating this the skin from the carcass, they call
Right.
it. The bone. And then you just scrape it off the thing you need to be careful about is not to damage the
Right,
skin,
right.
because you're gonna sew it back together, and you want your, you want it to look nice and neat like that. Just scrape it off. Scrape it off as close to the bone as possible. And this is a crucial part because it's very close to the skin.
What is that red part? Is that like the meat?
That's the dark part of
That's like
the thigh.
thigh area.
Right. The skin is very thin over here, so make sure you don't break it. So we just cut this all the way down and then continue scraping it off. It's a challenge, trust me.
Yeah, I know, right?
This is not gonna be easy.
Yeah, this is not for the faint of heart. This is for, I mean, you're talking about a boneless turkey here.
So here we go.
Wow, you are
I
performing
know
surgery.
you probably can't see.
Yeah, I'll try and get like on the other side. Okay, yeah. So where are you cutting like right now? Is that like the
This is where the leg is.
like the lower back?
The lower back and close to the leg. And over here, we're gonna try to take this bone out. You see this bone right here?
What bone is that?
That's the thigh bone.
Oh, that's a big bone.
This turkey is not.
Yeah, it's not a small
It's
turkey.
not a tiny one. So.
Oops. All right, we're back. It hit that button by accident. Okay. Yeah, you could have been a surgeon, Mom.
I don't like blood.
You don't like blood, okay.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, maybe not human blood, but
I know.
it doesn't seem like these turkey blood and bones and stuff is not bothering you much.
That's not too bad. This turkey's been washed.
Yes.
And not that much blood coming out. So we're gonna try to get this bone. I wouldn't, like I say, it's a challenge, but it's gonna come out. Okay, good. Let me see.
So you gotta kind of get rough with it too a little bit.
Yeah.
You gotta have a. These bones aren't gonna come out themselves.
Anyway, let's try it this way. We're gonna scrape
the other
it
end.
off the other end. Try to get the leg now.
So there's no bones in the legs either. That's great. When you make it, you take all of that out.
Right. So we go like this.
That's the drumstick.
That's the drumstick.
So that's like the top of it.
This is this part.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah. So you just try to push it out as you scrape the meat off of it.
And it separates itself a little bit as you're pushing it.
Right.
So it stays together for the meat stays together for the most part.
Stays together.
Awesome.
There's a joint.
All right, we're back. Sorry about that, but okay, so it looks like we got a bone exposed here. Which bone is this?
This is the thigh bone.
Oh, okay. Oh, there it is.
Comes out.
All right, that's
Goes
one.
in there for the soup.
All right, and then now
I switched to my big knife because I had to get this bone out. So. But now I'm gonna need my small knife.
So now this is the drumstick.
Now this is the drumstick. I'm sure this one is gonna give me a hard time, but I'm tougher than that.
Yes. Yeah, this bird fights all the way to the end.
Oh yes.
It's like, oh, you want to have.
You want to debone me?
Not only do you want my meat, you want to take the bones out and make soup with it.
Yeah. This makes the best soup. I make the best soup from these bones than any other time.
Oh yeah, man, those Thanksgiving soups.
Forget about it. So here we go. We got the leg bone almost out.
Nice. So are you gonna shape it back into like a leg?
Yeah, you'll see. We're gonna stuff it up.
I gotta see that.
Ooh, I have the stuff.
Ooh, nice. There it is.
It's almost there.
Looks like it just fell off. Yeah, that knife gotta be sharp.
Yeah, your knife has to be sharp.
Boom.
Boom. So we're done with this side.
All right.
So there's a bunch of little cartilage
Yeah,
here.
the cartilage.
So what we're gonna do at the end, we're gonna turn this inside out.
Okay, and then you just stuff that like where it was with the meat.
Yeah, we're gonna tie that up with a butcher's twine.
Oh wow, so that's all meat right there.
That's all meat. Yeah, and a few
Nice.
little cartilage at the end.
Right.
But that's no biggie.
Nice.
Some people like to do this side and then do that side. I just like to finish one side.
So you're
and
done
then
with
go
that.
to the other one.
So you don't have to go back to a side once you're done with it.
Exactly.
All right, that makes sense. So now which bone are you going after?
Okay, now I'm gonna try to get this bone. It's like a collarbone.
Yeah, the collarbone, yeah.
Yes.
That's the one that kind of makes his chest stick out a little bit.
Right. Looking all nice and. I'm not gonna say what I was gonna say.
You're funny.
Yeah.
All right.
But you have to be careful so you don't hurt yourself because you're dealing with a very sharp instrument over here. So you gotta kind of know what you're doing. So let me try to get this. This will help Felicity.
Are you gonna break it or are you gonna keep it whole?
I'm gonna break it like this. It's gonna come off.
Damn, Mom, you're strong. Haitian women are strong, man, when it comes to cooking.
Hey.
Haitian women, they'll handle a bird or some bone or something like that. They'll just be breaking it.
I remember my mom. Oh, my mom was such a great cook. Because I'm telling you, during Christmas holidays in Haiti, people used to bring her. She used to. We didn't even have a refrigerator. People would bring her tons of these birds to prepare for holiday seasons, and
And pay her
and
to do
pay
it.
her to do it.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, that woman was a chef in her own right. She was an excellent.
Man, that man's food was the best.
Mm-hmm. So we're gonna continue to. I think I can try to separate this bone over here, but it's really, really tough.
So that's like the side. That's like the left collarbone.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And this is the wing. I'm trying to get this wing out, but it's connected over here. So
you're gonna take the wing bone out. So there's absolutely no bones.
there's no bone in this.
Not
thing.
one bone.
Not one bone, unless you count those little cartilages as bones.
Nah.
So
That's wild,
yeah, you can cut it with a knife, like a cake.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah. So I'm trying to find the joint here. It's somewhere over here. So. Try to break it, but it's be careful. I'm gonna try. There.
There you go.
I think I got it. There. So now we can kind of take the scrape the.
Like it was kind of hard to get it all out at one big time.
Right.
You gotta
Sometimes
break it up
you gotta
sometimes.
break it up a little bit. I mean, I've seen some people do it, and they leave this part out.
Mm-hmm.
But actually, I should have cut this part too. But I
When you cut
this
the arm.
part. Yeah, because I'm not gonna be able to take this bone.
Yeah, that's what I was
What
gonna
I
say.
can do, I can cut it over here and take it out,
Mm-hmm.
but it will give it a little.
Nah, those turkey wings, man.
Yeah.
You can leave the turkey wings.
I know.
We'll make a small, not a completely boneless turkey.
Oh, we can still take it out.
Yeah, you can take it out and make it
the
separate.
only way would be to cut this part off and make soup out of it, or cook it as you know,
Right.
roast it as you cook your turkey. But we're gonna have to break it off over here somehow. Just go all around. Make sure you don't get the skin.
Yeah, you just have to be very careful that you peel it off, like
As close to the bone
as close to the
possible.
bone and not too much where you're gonna like make it lose its form.
Right.
Like once the bone is out.
So this would be I think at this point I can break it.
Oh, so that's connected to another joint?
That's connected to the actual wing.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
You see?
Mm-hmm.
It's connected to
Yeah.
this part.
Mm-hmm.
So. Just gotta be careful. Just do it all around the bone.
Ooh, this is gonna be Bon Manger Advanced class. Man, everyone out there, we might have to put a disclaimer like for professionals only.
There we go.
There you go.
Out. And we could take this bone out, but no, that's not gonna be good. The only thing we could do, if you wanna completely have it with no bones, is to cut this part off.
Right.
But it would just be like this, you know?
Right.
Actually, I think we should.
Yeah, I think we should too, and just put
Yeah.
it in with everything else.
Right. We can still cook it when we cook, because
Right.
that's like my favorite
Yeah,
part.
no, we're not throwing that in the soup. We
I
eating that part. Yeah.
This
Yeah,
part
let's
comes
see.
off.
Let's see that one. And the other one.
So what we can do, we can put stuffing in there
Mm-hmm.
and then tie it up with a butcher's twine, and then you would still have your form.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So all the bones here are
Or you could
out.
even like garnish with the wing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, make it look like it's
Exactly. So now we got the middle bone that we're gonna have to deal with. What's this bone right here? Okay, I have to go around it.
So that's like the backbone?
That's the backbone now.
Okay, like the spine.
But I think the backbone is easier to come out. As long as you have the wings and the leg, the backbone is just gonna come off.
As long after you take out the wing and the leg?
After you take out the wing and the leg. Okay. All you have to do is do a slit at the...
Yeah, because pretty much you're separating everything from that one big bone.
Exactly, yeah. So at this point, can you see? Okay, so I have to try to do the other side now. So that's what we're working with now.
All right, looks good, looks good.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no bone in there. That bone is out.
There's no bone here at all.
This side is done right here.
Right. And
So
I
it's
have
cool
a
how
little knit here, but this is gonna be at the bottom. Nobody's really... I have a little cut here that wasn't supposed to happen, but it happens sometimes.
Yeah. But for the most part, you did really well. You took all the bones out without damaging most of the skin.
Yeah, that's the way it's supposed to be.
All right. So now side number 2.
Now we're on the other side, scraping the meat of the bone.
So the turkey pretty much has to be fresh, like
Oh yeah,
like not
this
frozen.
is a fresh turkey, never frozen.
Right.
Yeah, so that's what they say, but you know,
Right.
you can't trust anybody. But it's a pretty fresh turkey.
Nah, you got it from a
Yeah,
good
the
place,
flesh is nice and fresh.
Nah, it looks nice and good. Yeah. And the place we got it from is good too. All right, let's see.
Then the other side. Oh, yeah.
I feel like I need to
all
come
this
around on
little-
that side to get a better shot.
Oh, you can if you want.
Yeah, that's better.
We gotta deal with these bones now.
So that's like the bottom part of the turkey, like usually where the dark meat is.
Yeah, that's like the thigh, and this is the leg. So like I did the other one, I'm gonna try to take this collarbone out to make things a little easy for me. So I think I did it with this big. Can you see? So I'm just gonna break this bone off. I left a bunch of meat.
I was about to say there's a lot of meat on there.
It's like the other side was easy for me. So this side is like, you know, just break it.
I'm gonna have to put on my apron too.
Oh, you forgot your apron. It didn't break the right way. It broke in the middle, but it's gonna come off with the
backbone.
Yeah. Actually,
So this is the backbone right here, right? That's
Yeah.
the main.
that's the
spine.
backbone. Yeah. And I'm gonna go ahead and cut this off now.
Right. Yeah, usually if you cut that part out first, the other part might be easier to come out.
I just have to find the joint. I think it's up here. Okay. Okay. Continue.
All right, let me go back on this side.
This is where the skin is very thin if you don't be careful.
That's the thigh bone.
Over here is the thigh bone. And we're gonna go in there now. Trying not to get the skin. So I need to get this thigh bone out.
Yeah, cut some of that meat away from it.
We don't want to lose anything. Huh? If you don't get it here, you'll get it in the soup.
That's true. That's true. No losses.
Right. So then try to get this part. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, keep going. I'm like in your natural habitat. This is like National Geographic right here. I'm just trying to stay out of your way and get a good shot.
Right. Doing your job. Okay, so I'm gonna have to put a little pressure here. Remember how I did the other one? Because this baby don't want. Can you see?
Yeah.
I don't like my hand over there. I usually have to rip this off.
Man, it's still in there pretty hard.
Yeah. I could try to get the whole thing out at the same time.
Because that side on the right, that's connected to the spine. What's that connected to?
This one?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's connected to
it's
the
that
body.
whole side. Yeah.
Yeah, I just don't have to do it. See, my hand is right there.
There you go.
I got it. This is like a puzzle. Let me take this part out. Oh yeah? You gonna fight me?
Yeah, that one was that one was on there tight.
Yeah. I'm sorry you have to move.
Nah, don't worry about me. There you go. There you go.
Voila.
Nice. Thigh bone gone.
Yes. Now we gotta get this leg. And this leg wasn't too bad.
So all the bones you have to take out from the inside.
You just have to make an incision in the back, and that's where you're gonna need the needles for.
Right. Just so back on the back.
Right.
Yeah, there's all the cartilage.
I'm making sure I don't get.
That's like the cartilage from the turkey grill. Sometimes when you see the.
When you exactly. So I'm gonna push this out a little. Still very connected.
A lot of meat in this turkey.
Get it all out. No injuries.
Right.
Usually I injure myself with the needles.
Oh boy.
But that's not gonna happen. It's almost out.
Yeah, see. You can pull it out like that?
You could try to release it a
Oh,
little
okay,
bit,
right,
but
right.
you gotta really cut it out.
Yeah. Oh, there it is. Alright.
Woo-wee!
You're on a roll now.
Yeah. We're almost done.
Yeah, see.
So push this back out, the leg. Sorry. Yeah. All this meat gotta go back in.
Voila.
Voila.
Nice.
And then we're gonna take this one out. That was giving me a little trouble earlier.
That was the like a wing, not wing, what was that? The collar?
That is, yeah, the collar broke. It didn't come out in one piece.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, there it is. Man, if anybody tries this at home, please tag us. I want to see it. And in fact, only professionals, please, because I don't know how you're not gonna cut your finger doing this.
You just have to be conscious of it and be careful.
Yeah.
Because your knife is sharp, and then you have to go to, the corners and.
Yeah, I mean the concept is pretty easy. Like you're separating it from the bone,
Right.
and just trying to.
It's really
But it's
easy.
just a matter of being careful
Yes,
that you don't
safety
damage
first.
it,
Yeah.
and also that you don't damage like the skin and stuff like that. But yeah, I mean. Man, that's it.
Okay.
Nice.
So that's the last of the leg bones and wings. Now I could kind of push this out a little bit so that it comes off. This is the hardest part, to take the legs, but after that it's easy breezy. I think it's nice to do it like this because
Yeah, I agree. Like if you have the time to do it.
if you have the time to do it, because your turkey gets to be nicely seasoned.
Yeah, man. Just think, like all the bones are taken out, so it's all meat. So you could
Yes.
just season it like the whole thing.
So we're just gonna continue scraping the meat off the bone. And we got a nice, gonna Didn't damage it too much, which is good.
Yeah, you did a good job. Well, you're doing a good job.
Usually I'm always afraid that I'm damaged. You know, I'm gonna cut the skin.
But also the good thing about it is that all the when you buy it, like all the like organs and stuff are like they already take it out, right?
Yeah.
So you're just dealing with the meat and the bones
Mm-hmm.
and the skin.
Right. And it's a good thing to make this incision in the back because you want the front to stay intact.
That's right. Yes, for presentation.
For presentation, right. Okay, so at this point, I'm gonna go right under here if you want to come on this side.
Mm-hmm.
It's all that juice.
I think he finally killed it. I think he finally gave up.
So these people are not gonna leave me alone.
He's like, fine, just take my whole bone. Jeez. That was the sound of giving up.
Okay, so.
Wow.
This whole part is gonna come out.
You're saving a lot of the meat too.
Mm-hmm. It doesn't hurt to leave a little meat on the
for the
bone.
soup. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because we're not getting rid of that. That's being put to use.
Oh, absolutely.
Yes.
It's gonna be the kind of soup you can put in a can and in a bottle or whatever and sell it.
Yes, indeed. For sure.
I think that's it.
Okay. Yeah, so you don't have to scrape every little piece of meat off, you know, so you could leave some for your soup.
You want some to flavor your soup?
Yeah. Boom! Man, so that's pretty much the carcass, like the...
Yeah, that's the carcass. So it's gonna go here. There's a bone here. Whatever little bone is left, you can just take it off.
What bone is that?
I don't know. It's not supposed to be a bone. Oh, that's the butt bone. I don't know. Okay, in any case, it's coming out. Because this is a boneless turkey.
Yes.
Okay, we don't need that big piece of fat.
Nope. Bye-bye.
So, this is what we're left with.
Wow, that was amazing. I always realized, I was like, a boneless turkey, how do you do that? So, wow, that's how you do it.
This is how you do it. So what we're gonna do now, we're
That's
gonna
crazy.
clean it up. Let's see the other side. There you go.
Nice.
It's gonna...
Right, yeah, because you're going to stuff
in
it with stuffing.
Right, and all this is gonna be
sewed in.
sewed in.
Wow,
And
boneless turkey, y'all.
Da, da, da.
Chef Mayalis.
there we go.
So,
So let me just, I'm gonna use some lemon to clean it up. That's lemon.
yeah.
Gonna turn it to the other side.
It's cool how like the meat doesn't just fall out because it's like kind of still connected.
Yeah, it's sticking. It's on the skin.
Yeah, it's connected to the skin.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
So you can kind of take off some of the vein. And clean it. You don't want the seeds in there.
Mm-hmm. I could probably go back on the other side now, right?
Yeah.
I don't have to get into action anymore.
Right.
All right, cool.
So how long do you think it took?
That was about
At
30
least
30 minutes.
30
Yeah.
minutes.
Yeah, that was a good time.
So it's not that bad. People
How long? I mean, we still got to do the sewing.
Right.
We're not
so
done yet.
Now we're gonna. Where's my? Where did I put the big bowl?
The big bowl. Oh, I don't.
Excuse me. Right here.
It's all the meat. You can stuff it with stuffing, and then you're gonna be able to like
You're
cut
gonna-
it like a cake.
Yeah.
And every
stuff
piece
it
is
up.
edible, no
So
bones.
we're gonna go ahead and give it a good wash. Thing. So this is going. I had prepared some stuffing.
Oh, nice. So it's not cooked, right? It's just
The stuffing?
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's cooked.
I mean, it's not cooked all the way because it's gonna continue to cook in here.
Right. When was the first time you made? Do you remember when you first made the turkey? Boneless turkey?
That was a long time ago.
Because I remember you used to make. I don't remember you ever making it in New York, but I definitely remember you making it in Florida.
Florida, yeah. So I usually like to put a lot of hot water.
So that first water you was doing it with
Or
was
just cool water.
cool water. Right. So this is still the back. That's the back. That where you made the
That's the
incision and
back,
the cut.
yeah. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna clean up this area,
Okay.
and then when we come back, we're gonna season it,
Mhm.
and then we're gonna sew it up, and then put the stuffing in there.
All right. Sounds
Okay.
like a plan. So
All right.
All right. We'll be right back.
We'll be right back.
All right, welcome back to Bon Manger with Chef Maya Alice, and we're in the middle of preparing Chef Maya Alice's favorite, well, like
Most challenging.
world-known boneless turkey. So so far we took all the bones out, which was great to see,
Right,
and so now we're gonna season it.
right. So we left where we're gonna. We cleaned it up with lemon and lemon juice, and now we're gonna season it.
So this is the back, right?
This is
like,
the back. Yeah.
right,
These are the breast.
Mhm.
See how big is the breast?
Yeah, it's a big breast.
Yeah. So what I'm gonna do, these are my usual suspects. That's my combination of spices that I like to use, which are onion powder, garlic powder, a piece, which I'm about to add a couple of tablespoons to that.
Right.
And smoked paprika.
Mm-hmm.
I also have some thyme that I chopped finely.
Oh, okay.
And we'll be adding some parsley, some butter, parsley, and rosemary to that.
Nice.
So what I'm gonna do, on the average, as a rule of thumb, you use about half a teaspoon of salt for each pound
Of turkey. Okay.
So since this is about a 15-pound turkey, I use over here about 8 ounces, 8 teaspoons of salt.
Okay.
And I make up for it with the seasoned salt that I put in there.
Mm-hmm.
Seasoned salt and some bouillon cube. Those
Okay.
have salt in them,
Mm-hmm.
so I didn't use all 16.
Okay,
teaspoons
gotcha.
of salt. So,
All right.
and to that I'm gonna add good 2 tablespoons of the épices that I made earlier.
All right.
And then I added about 2 tablespoons of vinegar,
Oh, okay.
white vinegar,
All right. In this mix right here.
in that mix right here.
Okay.
So I'm gonna mix it up a little. And this is my marinade. We're gonna, oops, I don't wanna marinate myself. So we're gonna saturate it with this. Actually, this is when we're about to put it in the oven.
Okay,
You
gotcha.
put the butter over it. So I'm just gonna put this, add some salt to that.
Yeah, you gotta kind of get it everywhere in all the little crevices.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Give it some flavor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, this is the real reason why you would take the bones out of the turkey so that you can free up all of this so that you can marinate it properly.
Mm-hmm. So, salt in there. It's all over. This part.
So that's crazy. So this turkey, you could like eat it to the point where it's completely gone, really.
Yeah. And we're gonna add some of this marinade in there. We're gonna leave some for the outside.
Okay. How long do you usually marinate it for?
A couple of days before.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like this is Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving is in 2 days.
Right.
So this
So
is
today's
the perfect
Tuesday.
timing. Yeah,
Mhm.
perfect time to do this.
So I can marinate all day tomorrow.
All day tomorrow, and then this baby's gonna go in the refrigerator. Okay, so now we're gonna start sewing it up. So what we do is we go like this. Of course, we have to leave. We can actually put the stuffing in, but maybe I'll sew it up a little bit.
Right. So it could hold it a little bit better.
Yeah, but I wanted the stuffing to go in the arms, in the wing part.
Oh, true.
Yeah, hold on 1 second. So,
Okay, we're back. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna put some of the stuffing in the turkey before you tie it up, right, Mom?
well, I tied up these 2 ends so that I can show you, but I will show you how I do it with those 2.
Oh, okay.
So this is the stuffing that I made. It's with ground beef, and if you guys go back to my video where I made the meatballs,
The bullet.
I mean the bullet.
Yeah. No, the meatball. Yeah, the meatballs.
It's exactly the same
Okay.
ingredients.
Okay.
The only thing is that you don't add any eggs and you don't have to roll it up in a meatball.
Right,
you
right.
You just cook it right over the
Yeah,
stove.
it's delicious. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm sure you all remember you have to put bread.
Mm-hmm.
You can also exclude the Parmesan cheese that we put in there.
Oh, okay, right.
Eggs and cheese you don't have to put in here.
Gotcha.
But everything else, yes.
Okay.
So it is so delicious. I wish you could taste it.
Oh,
So-
well, I'm gonna taste it. That's for sure.
So we're gonna stuff the leg. Okay.
So pretty much like all the places where you took out bone, you're gonna stuff
Bone.
it with
With
stuffing.
the stuffing, correct.
Cool. And then that's what kind of gives it its shape.
Its shape, correct.
Gotcha. So this stuffing is cooked already, kind of
It's already cooked.
Okay.
I mean, it's not. It's cooked. You can.
How did you
actually-
cook it? Because usually with the bullet, we fry it. You roll it up and fry it. So
Right.
how did you cook that?
So how I did it was I sautéed my onions with garlic,
Mm-hmm.
and then I added the. First, I marinate the ground turkey.
Mm-hmm.
I put some about a pound of ham,
Right.
and then I just cook it over the stove.
Over the stove. Oh, so you just cook it like you're making spaghetti sauce,
Like I'm
almost
making
like you're making
spaghetti sauce,
right
correct.
without the sauce.
Mm-hmm. I even added a little tomato paste in there just to
Oh, okay. Yeah.
keep it from, to give it a little substance and color.
Mm-hmm.
So here we are. I like these little things. So that's what the leg is gonna look like.
Nice.
So we're gonna turn it to the other side. Actually, I can do this from here. Just gonna tie this up. Have some butcher's twine over
Yes.
here.
Comes in handy.
Comes in handy. That was a gift from you.
Yes.
So make sure you get. And when you roast the turkey in the oven, just make sure that you put a little aluminum foil at the ends here so that they don't get burned.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and now it get nice and crispy.
Right, but you can always take it out after.
Right.
So there we go. Okay.
All right. So now when you stuff it with the stuffing, it won't go through the other side.
Right, exactly. Have some parsley in there. That for flavor. So we're gonna stuff this baby up.
Man, that's gonna be so good.
Mm-hmm. I should have taken these out.
Yeah, so you could stack it in there pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Man, so when you cut into that, it's gonna be
Oh,
meat and stuffing.
forget it. Forget about it. Yeah, so I'm gonna tie this baby up. We got a piece of one is small. I don't need such a big piece. And just before you serve the turkey, you can just cut these up with a pair of scissors.
All right.
And then, so we're gonna stuff the wing now.
Nice.
Oh, can you see?
Yeah, I can see. I got it. Nice.
Okay. Woo, look!
Man, we are getting there, man.
That's a fat turkey.
Yes, it is.
So what I want to do now is sew this up a little bit,
Okay.
and then finish stuffing it up.
Okay.
And
So you
then,
stuff like in some more stuffing like in the body.
Oh yeah, all over.
Okay.
In the stomach, and what some people do, sometimes they could put a little seasoning in there. Sometimes they cut some of the breast and put it in other parts of the body, but I really don't like to do that.
But it looks like you split the breast a little bit to get some more seasoning in there.
Yeah, just so that but, you know, you're gonna be basting your turkey as it cooks.
Right. Looking good, looking good.
Yeah. Looks good.
It does look good. And then it's gonna marinate for like pretty
For
much
a day.
a day and a half, really.
Yeah. All right. So I don't know which one of these is gonna work for me,
Okay.
but I'm gonna try this. You can put all the skin in the inside,
Mm-hmm.
and then start like this. That's when I usually poke myself. There we go. I got these needles from Amazon.
How you like them?
They're good. I didn't know where to go to find them. I'm sure if I go to Michael's or somewhere.
All right.
I don't have a Michael's close by here, so I just decided to.
So that's not the same thing you tied the legs with, the same string. That's like, what kind of string is that?
This is just a regular thread.
Oh, thread.
That you would sew
Like
your
clothes
clothes
with?
with.
Okay.
Yeah. So, let's see how this is gonna work out. Make sure you get both sides. And when
And
you-
also make sure that you don't try to thread it too close to the end of the skin.
Right. Make sure you get a good chunk of skin, because when it cooks, it's gonna puff up a little bit. So, and this side is not gonna show.
Right, this is the back.
That's the back.
Mhm. So the front is pretty much still intact. We didn't do anything to the front.
right, yeah,
Well, to the body at least. The
Right.
legs we got to a little bit, but
exactly. So yeah, we're even getting sewing lessons.
yeah, that's right.
So I'm gonna leave this here like that,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna sew some of the bottom part.
Okay.
So this one is gonna be a little tricky. Oops. Because I have to go like this. So I'm gonna use another needle
Okay.
that I already thread and prepare.
Oh, that needle must be real sharp, real hard.
Yeah, you see
It's
how-
going right through.
Yeah, I know. That's what you want.
It's a straight
You
one.
don't want nothing to waste your time.
Right. Yeah, that's a nice needle. What kind of needle is that? That's like a regular.
It's big.
Yeah, that's a big needle.
I
strong.
bought a set, so they sent me different sizes, which is good. I still have some if I needed to sew my clothes, a regular needle. But usually you want something, you know, a big needle
Yeah,
like
something
that.
sturdy.
Right. So. You don't have to be a seamstress to do this. You
No, this
can
is
just-
pretty basic.
Right.
Sewing it closed.
Mhm.
This is what I use. This is how I used to
So-
sew my pants. The holes in my pants. They sew it just like that.
I'm gonna sew up this little piece of it here. This little break.
Man, you're a perfectionist. You're like, that's the back of the chicken. He's still sewing up the little.
Of course. You don't want nothing oozing out.
That's true. He's locking in all that flavor.
Mm-hmm. Oops. It just happened here. I don't know.
Just went right through. Your stop, your break.
Mhm. This was a little faux pas. This little cut wasn't supposed to happen, but it's never gonna be 100%. Okay, so take care of that.
And you take the thread out, right? When you after or you
Wait.
after it's cooked.
After it's cooked, yeah, before you put it on your serving dish
Okay.
or whatever. Yeah, you don't want people to be chewing on
Right.
threads. Alright, so at this point,
What's that piece right there?
that's the tear that I have to take care of.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna sew this part. That's the bottom.
Right.
Where this poor turkey.
I think that turkey gave up about a half an hour ago.
When it went
Yeah. You're like, this woman is serious.
She's not kidding. You know, there's a little tear somewhere. You just sew it up. it's gonna be all worth it.
Yeah. Trust me, I know. Yeah, I love when even it looks good. You know what I mean, when you put it on the table. Because it's not this huge, big breastbone, and you know what I'm saying, when you serve it regular turkey, you could just carve it like, okay, who wants a piece? And you just carve them a piece like a cake. You don't need these electric knives that these people use.
I know. There you go.
Nice.
And now we're gonna add some stuffing. Some more stuffing.
Nice. It's already good.
Put stuffing all inside. But we're gonna put enough so that we could close it up.
So you put it inside the meat, not like sort of like on the surface under the skin, right? Like
you can put it anywhere.
Anywhere you want. Nice.
Yeah. Like this breast that's folded and that was cut in half.
Oh yeah, you put it stuffed. Oh wait.
Can you see?
Yes, I can.
So, put some over here. Some here.
Nice.
And this stuffing itself is so delicious. Ooh, that's a Scotch bonnet.
Nice. That's my piece.
You want to leave the Scotch bonnet in there?
Wow, you can fit a lot of stuffing in there.
It's a big turkey. I just have to be able to close it.
Right.
Let me see. And keep the shape. I think that's all I can put in
I think
there.
that looks pretty good.
Yeah.
And then we can have that on the side, like as a separate dish.
That's gonna be your side stuffing. Wow, I didn't think there was gonna be so much left. I think I can put a little bit under here. Because I have a lot of skin there.
I saw a lot of space.
That's it. Okay, so now I can continue. That's what it's good to have 2 different needles.
Yeah, you had 3 in this one.
But we gotta count them before we close. So we don't close no needles in there.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I have one over there, one over here, and one in my hand.
Yeah. Wow, this is an amazing video, man. From start to finish.
Yep. Next time you guys see this turkey, it's gonna be on a Thanksgiving dinner table. But I must tell you, oh, my apron just came loose. You're gonna preheat your oven to 400 degrees, and you're gonna let it cook for about 15 minutes. Let it get a little bit of color. And once it gets enough color, you're gonna cover it up with some aluminum foil. And then turn down your oven to 325 and then let it finish cooking for about an hour and a half. There's no bone in there. It's gonna cook faster than a regular
That makes sense.
Turkey, yeah. That's a little piece of cartilage in there, but we'll take care of that later. Come on, baby.
Yeah, it makes it easier to have nice big needles to do this job
Oh, yeah,
right here.
absolutely.
Because you don't want to struggle trying to break through the skin and all that stuff.
Right, exactly. Okay, I think that's it for this side. I'm just gonna go like this. Just give it a double knot. And that's it.
So you just leave like a little opening right there?
No, I'm gonna finish tying it up.
Oh, okay.
Remember I left the other needle in there?
Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay, gotcha. You tied it up from both ends.
Right. My apron came loose.
Oh.
It's okay. So we're gonna finish this. What did I do? Oh, where did I put the other needle?
It's over there. Oh, that other one that you just used?
Mm-hmm.
It's right here.
Okay. Let me take it and put it over there.
Yeah, that other straight needle looked like it was a little bit easier to... Even though this one has a hook, so...
This one comes around easier. I'm gonna need another needle threaded.
Oh, you ran out of thread?
I just want to close this little part.
Okay. All right, you want to re-thread another needle real quick?
Yeah.
All right, so we'll come back.
Okay.
All right, guys, we are back. So, Bon Manger with Chef Maya Elise. So she just threaded a new needle to finish sewing up.
I wish I had cut this a little tiny longer, but it's no big deal. We're just gonna finish this part. I'm gonna start it here. It's just a little part I didn't want to leave open.
Yeah, we don't want any of our seasoning to come out when it's marinating and stuff.
Or the stuffing.
Or the stuffing. Just want to lock all of that stuff in.
There we go. We are all done.
All right. Yeah, that looks pretty good.
Let's give it a double knot. There we go.
Voila.
Voila. So what we're gonna do now, we're going to, this is what I have, I've prepared this. It's a roasting pan for the turkey. So what we're gonna
What's
do,
in there?
I chopped up some onions, celery, and carrots, and I put some rosemary and parsley leaves in there. So when you're ready to roast your turkey, so what you're gonna put a little bit of water at the bottom.
Okay.
And then you're gonna put your turkey. So I just want to finish marinating the back, because when I pick it up, I'm gonna put it straight in on the roasting pan.
Okay, gotcha. So you don't have to keep picking it up and turning it over.
Exactly. So put the marinade. And then
All right,
pick
let's
up
see the
this
front.
baby and put it right here.
Wow.
Wow, this is too small now. Come on, get in there.
That's like when I try to sleep in Maven's bed. My legs are hanging out.
There we go. All done. Oh no, it's good. So I'm gonna put the rest of the marinade, my seasoning on top.
Nice.
Let me wipe this down.
You do have like a little tear right there in the
Oh, yeah, you're right. Okay, I'm gonna have to sew that up.
Oh yeah, you have enough skin there. You can sew it.
No, yeah, I'll sew that up.
Nice. Wow, that looks good.
So what's gonna happen when you put it in the refrigerator? You're gonna. I mean, when you cook it, all that, it's like you're creating already a sauce at the bottom. The gravy that you're gonna
It all
make,
drips into the
all
pan.
the juice that's gonna come out of the turkey, is gonna go to the bottom.
Right.
And then with that, you're gonna create your gravy. And when you make your gravy, you can do like a roux and add a little starch and to thicken it up a little bit, and you have delicious gravy for your turkey.
Awesome. That's amazing.
Yeah, you might have to strain it, get rid of all the carrots and celery and onions, and then keep the juice and make your gravy out of it for your turkey.
Awesome, man. Well, Mom. Wow, that was amazing. That was one of the.
Also, this is a little butter that I made. It has some chopped parsley and rosemary in it. So to get your turkey nice and golden, before you put it in the oven, you just saturate it with this.
Nice. So you let it marinate first,
right,
and then right before you put it in the oven.
right.
And
Don't forget to, when you roast your turkey, to put aluminum foil on these ends so that they
so
don't
it doesn't burn.
And also the wing.
Cool.
But there's hardly any wing.
Yeah, we kind of cut the arms, so.
Right. So we're gonna go ahead and sew this up.
Yes.
And then the next time you see this baby, it's gonna be on our dinner table.
Fantastic.
And you get a good look at it.
Yeah, right before we start eating it.
Exactly.
Absolutely. Awesome, man. Well, that was amazing. That was probably one of the most amazing things I've seen in a long time. So thank you, Chef. That was dope.
It was my pleasure.
Yes, indeed. So I guess we're going to do like a part 2 of the video so that when we're about to take it out of the oven and so you guys can see what the finished product looks like.
Exactly.
All right, fantastic. Well, thanks everyone. Thanks for tuning in for another episode of Bon Manger with Chef Maya Elise. And
thank you.
Yeah, and happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Happy Thanksgiving. Enjoy with the family. God bless. And don't forget to subscribe and give us a thumbs up and subscribe and ring that. What do you hit the bell?
I think like or double tap or something like that. So yeah, that's cool. All right, everybody. Well, enjoy your holidays, and we'll catch you next time on Bon Manger with Chef Maya Elise.
Awesome.
Peace.